Good afternoon. My name is Terry Walter. I'm the director of the Flying Hawaiian Classics. On behalf of our company, I'd really like to welcome you to our meeting today and appreciate your taking the time to look seriously into our program, either by being on this call or listening to it on YouTube or downloading it off our website. I know your time is a very precious commodity, thus my goal here today is to explain to you exactly what the Flying Hawaiian Classics are and exactly what they're not, so that if you decide to travel with us, you'll know what to expect on this trip of a lifetime. As we get started, I want to brag a little bit about the quality of the staff that we have with the Flying Hawaiian Classics in each and every sport. We've had Hall of Fame coaches. We've had coaches that have won national championships. We've had highly, incredibly successful high school and club coaches. But rest assured that we're getting quality men and women that want to work with your children, that understand what this is about, and they keep it in perspective. We do a very thorough job in looking and evaluating our coaches. We have a lot of people that want to travel with us. We don't select nearly as many as that want to travel. So it's important that you understand you're getting a highly qualified group of men and women to work with your children. I'm fortunate to have a background that's pretty diverse. I started as a high school coach. I'm currently a high school coach, and in between the last 22 years, I've been coaching at the collegiate level in NCAA Division I, Division II, Division III, NAI, and junior college. So I've pretty much hit all gamuts of it. I've been NCAA compliance coordinator and NAI and NCAA athletic director. We've had a lot of success at the places I've been. I've been very fortunate to be in very good situations. And the one thing I've learned is to get good people around you. And that's what we're doing with the Flying Hawaiian Classic. But if you want to know more information on me, it's www.coachterrywaldrop.com. CoachTerryWaldrop.com has a lot more background on me. And again, I want to know the people that my son or daughter are going halfway around the world with. So please do your investigation and research on us. The Flying Hawaiian Classics were started out of my experiences with both AAU summer basketball, being around friends that had daughters in club volleyball, and just listening to people, both in my graduate and postgraduate work, that were involved in a lot of the sports-specific things in the summer. Started realizing there needed to be a change, or there was a need, if you will, for a real summer athletic experience. Something that would balance both education, athletics, and cultural components for not only the student athletes but also for their families. If you've ever been at an AAU event, club volleyball, lacrosse, cross-country run, etc., and you've had an older child participating and you have two younger ones there, three younger ones there, one younger one there, whatever, you realize how difficult it is sometimes for them to sit still and allow you to focus on the competitions, because you're constantly having to deal with them and they're bored. I mean, if you're in a gym for 14 hours a day, it doesn't really matter where you're at, you're still in a gym. So part of this experience was led or born from my own experience with my own small children, that there needed to be something that we could strike a balance for the families and for the athletes. So that's another reason that we sort of came up with this idea. Also wanted to provide high-level training, skill development for student athletes with access to collegiate level coaches. We wanted to provide additional exposure opportunities to athletes they wouldn't ordinarily get, and let coaches see them that ordinarily wouldn't see them. You know, we talk all the time, are you going to get a college scholarship because you attend this? Nobody can ever promise you a college scholarship because you attend any camp, clinic, classic, what have you. What you're getting the opportunity to do, though, is get exposure from coaches that wouldn't see you play, so the opportunity to make an impression on them, and like anything else, there's a networking perspective to it. We've had kids that end up making decisions to go to college based on their experiences here, and coaches that have dealt with them because they've met them here. So can it happen? Yes. Is it the reason to go to the Classic? No. So just understand what it is you're trying to get out of this. We want to also provide the students a lifetime experience. We're going to reward them for their love of sport and their hard work. We have kids that, especially on the girls' side, that will graduate high school in May and end up going on this as a way to either say goodbye to their high school career or as a way to kind of propel them toward college. Either way, it's good because it's very successful for those student athletes. We just want to be different than any experience that you've had, and we've sort of hit a niche market, if you will, in being able to do that. One of the very first criteria we set forth in Flying Hawaiian Classics was the need to care for our student athletes. This is Kyle Morgan, who's the head athletic trainer at Texas Wesleyan University. Kyle is not only our head athletic trainer on site in Hawaii, but he's also one of our executives in Paradise Sports and has been working with us for 3 years. Any bumps or bruises, injuries, medical issues during the week, Kyle is on the spot, and he's simply the best trainer that I've ever been associated with. So you should feel really good about your children being involved with Kyle. One of the highlights of the trip for us is taking student athletes and their families alike to Pearl Harbor. Being able to share this with another generation of Americans is something that's very, very near and dear to our hearts. Most of us have had family members, parents, grandparents, or even today great-grandparents that were in World War II. So going out to the USS Arizona Memorial, seeing the oil that still bubbles up from the bottom, and understanding the importance and what this played in American history and in our world is something that you won't ever forget. It's a very moving sight. It's a very stoic and somber place, and a lot of people will tell us they hit emotions there that they never thought they had. So again, it's a very integral part of our trip. This is the Pearl Harbor Survivors Bureau, and they have gentlemen that were on at Pearl Harbor in 1941 on December 7th when it was attacked. They're typically out every morning for a couple hours signing autographs, taking pictures, and these gentlemen are dying off at a very rapid rate as they increase in age. So it's a great opportunity to get a chance to visit with them, to literally touch a part of American history, and it's something we would highly, highly recommend that you get to do. These are our dates and our offerings for 2013. Volleyball is a growing event for us. Last year was the inaugural year of the Flying Hawaiian Volleyball Classic. We had quite a few young ladies that participated from the mainland, in addition to some very highly competitive teams from Hawaii. We've gotten a lot of calls about volleyball. This year is July 15th to the 22nd, which is after Junior Nationals. So we're anticipating volleyball being probably our largest sport this year. This is the third year for our Basketball Classic, June 24th to July 1st. We have literally young men and young women from all across the country that participate in it. We have a very strong Hawaiian teams as well. So again, looking forward to the Flying Hawaiian Basketball Classic to be held yet again at Le Jardin Academy. Lacrosse for us is new, July 8th to 15th this year. We've had a lot of calls about it, a lot of inquiries, emails. We're in the process of developing our lacrosse contacts and getting the right people involved. And you can bet if we do it, it's going to be first class. There is a big deal, a lot of interest in lacrosse in Hawaii, and we've reached out to the lacrosse people in Hawaii and are in the process of making this a very, very good event. We received some inquiries on just general fitness components for students that may be athletes, they may be just general high school students looking to start a fitness program. We built in the fitness component to our educational and cultural offerings, and July 8th to 15th we'll be offering that this year for the first time. So again, if you're looking to start a program or you just want to increase or improve the one that you have, we would love to visit with you about it. Last year was the inaugural year for our cross-country boys and girls. We've had interest literally from all over the country, a lot of West Coast interest, and now it seems to be a lot more on the East Coast that we're getting inquiries on. An incredible place to run. If you get on the internet, you can see all the different opportunities. We will have our courses narrowed down probably in the next 6 weeks to tell you specifically what trails you will be running. But the terrain is tremendous, from the mountain terrain to the beach and jungle and pretty much everything in between. This is the view looking into Waikiki from near Diamond Head. Notice the colors of the water. The sights never get old. Just the richness of color that differentiates between the sky and the water. It's an amazing, amazing place. We have national and international competition, and this is going to be in all of our sports. We've had a lot of interest from Japan, from China, and Australia this year, and it looks like we're going to have a couple Japanese teams in each sport. And as this grows internationally, we believe that this will only increase, and it provides a lot more of just competition. It provides a real world flavor to this, which is what we're trying to get. I don't know if I really need to describe what's going on here for you. It's one of the most beautiful, it's the most beautiful place I've ever been, and I've had the good fortune to be able to travel in the Caribbean and different places recruiting throughout my career, and literally the sights in Hawaii never get old. Part of our cultural component is we'll take them to a luau. This is something that if you go to Hawaii, you got to go to a luau, and the pageantry and everything is incredible. The food, they'll have the buffet, they'll have the pork, they'll have the beef. It's a good time. You'll enjoy it, and for a lot of people, this is one of the highlights of the trip. We'll take a tour, several tours actually. We'll go to the North Shore, which is home to some of the biggest waves in the world, the largest surfing contests. You'll see all sorts of wildlife, including we could see some sea turtles. You can see big waves. You'll see kids out surfing. You'll get a chance to do that if you want to try it. I highly recommend that. But that's on one of our tours. The Aloha Stadium Swap Market, or Swap Meet and Marketplace. This is where you want to buy your souvenirs. They have a little bit of everything here. You can get t-shirts, pineapple hats, you name it. It varies. A lot of people really have a good time here. And again, this is the place if you want to buy your souvenirs. It's one of the largest swap meets in the world. And it's on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it'll be a lot of fun. That's always a highlight for a lot of our people that like to shop. As we take our tours, you'll see a ton of filming locations, and our bus drivers generally point those out to you. This is Chinaman's Hat off of up on the North Shore. This is where, if you remember, on the pier, which is right around the corner, you can't see it on this picture, but Drew Barrymore on 51st Dates, when she ran out onto the pier, when she found out that she had been in the accident, you'll see the views of Chinaman's Hat. But other movie locations, 51st Dates, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Blue Crush, Pirates of the Caribbean, for you old people like me, Magnum P.I., Gilligan's Island, Lost, Avatar. A lot of it will be very recognizable to you as we tour it. This is our typical schedule we use with each of our groups each week. It's an 8-day, 7-night program. Typically on Monday, you'll depart from your home airport. You'll change planes, usually on the West Coast, and usually only once, arriving in Honolulu mid-afternoon, mid-evening. Remember, Honolulu time is 5 hours behind what Central Time in the United States would be. So if you get to Hawaii at 5 o'clock Hawaii time, that's 10 o'clock in Dallas or Chicago. You'll have the rest of the evening or rest of the afternoon to kind of explore around the hotel, Waikiki. Tons of places to eat, little souvenir shops, things of that nature. We will check you in once you get there. We'll pick you up from the airport, get a traditional Honolulu lei greeting, and we'll transport you and your luggage to your hotel. Tuesday will be your sports combine day. After a brief meeting that morning, essentially all this day is devoted to training sports specific and enhancing your skill set and practicing with your team. Wednesday is our Pearl Harbor and Aloha Stadium Swap Meet Day. We'll get up, we'll go to Pearl Harbor, we'll spend some time there at the USS Arizona, we'll go to the Swap Meet, you'll have the rest of the afternoon on your own. Thursday we'll get up, we'll go to a practice. The cross country people will be running every day, but this would be for volleyball, basketball, lacrosse. We'll go to practice. We will go to Pali Lookout, which is a very well-known monument there in Honolulu, or actually in Oahu. We'll go visit the North Shore, which you'll see Turtle Beach, you'll see Sunset Beach. We will take a little break at Waimea usually. We'll come back that afternoon and we'll be a luau that night. So Thursday is a pretty jam-packed day. Friday is your free day, which is there's some optional tours ranging from you can go parasailing, you can go snorkeling in Hanama Bay, which is sort of like snorkeling in an aquarium, relatively very inexpensive, $25, $30. I highly recommend this tour. A lot of people will take surf lessons. You can play golf. You can go shark diving in the cage. I haven't done that one yet, but I'm thinking about doing it this year. Or you can just hang out at the beach. Friday is a completely optional day for you. We will have a recruiting seminar Friday night that I'll lead. It'll be in there with the other collegiate coaches, and we'll do a little presentation on what recruiting is in college, what it's not. You'll have a chance to answer any questions that you want to ask. And again, it's a completely optional thing. If you want to go, great. If you have other things going, that's fine too. On Saturday and Sunday, those are 2 competition and championship days. Saturday, typically you will compete in the morning, you'll have the afternoon off, or vice versa. You'll compete in the afternoon and have the morning off. Sunday, we have an optional devotional down in Waikiki Beach. You're more than welcome to attend. It's not a mandatory deal. And it'll be for 10 or 15 minutes prior to our championship day for the Flying Hawaiian Classics. On Monday, you'll check out of your hotel around 11 a.m. We will have a luggage storage facility for you. Most of the day Monday you'll have free. You can hang out at the beach. You can take your surf lessons you've been putting off, do some last minute shopping, whatever it is you want to do. But you will fly out Monday night. We'll get you to the airport, and it will be an overnight flight back to your city. Security. Security is something that is very, very serious with us. It's something we spend a lot of time working on and perfecting. Each night, every student athlete will sign in with our staff when we do room checks. Room checks are at 11 p.m. We'll knock on your door. Your children will sign the check-in sheet, and that's with our Paradise Sports staff. If they're asleep, we wake them up. Sorry, but we have to make sure that they're in there. We expect them to stay there the rest of the night. We have 0 tolerance for drugs or alcohol. You're on the next flight home. Please refer to the code of conduct in your packet. It's in much greater detail that you have to sign. We have hotel security involved. We have Paradise Sports security involved. Keep in mind, Honolulu is a big city, like any other big cities in the world. So you need to watch what you're doing, and we recommend that the students, when they leave the hotel area, which everything is right there in Waikiki, that they're in groups of 3 or 4. Here's the value that you're getting for what the price that we will be paying. You're going to get round-trip airfare to Honolulu, 8 days, 7 nights lodging in Waikiki. It looks like at this point we're going to be at the Marriott Waikiki. We've not finished as of October 27th. We're still waiting on a contract to come in from that, but it looks like we're going to be at the Marriott. You're going to get luau tickets and a buffet. You're going to get the North Shore tours, the South Shore tours, Pali Lookout. We'll visit Dole Plantation. We'll go to the Aloha Stadium swap meet. I mentioned South Shore a minute ago, which you'll see the Halona Blowhole, which is a pretty cool thing. You'll see Breakneck Beach, and no, we won't be going out on Breakneck Beach. They have more injuries here for body surfers, etc., than anywhere else in the world. So we will drive past that one. You'll get all ground transportation, which is airport transportation to and from the airport and our charter services. You'll get an airport Hawaiian lei greeting. You'll go to the Pearl Harbor USS Arizona tour. You're going to get game and competition gear, Flying Hawaiian garments, bags, keychains, lanyards, and you're going to get collegiate level coaching. The cost breakdown. The cost is $29.99 per person anywhere in the United States from a continental United States gateway airport, which essentially is just about any larger city airport. For international students, it's going to be $21.99 plus your airfare from wherever you're coming from. We are offering a discount. There's an early bird discount of $200 if you register and complete all payments by December 31, 2012. So the $27.99 would become $29.99. If you're traveling with a family or a group, I would highly recommend that. I spoke with someone the other day. I think they're bringing 8 people, and they're going to take advantage of the early bird, so they're saving $1,600. So again, I would really look into that. We have it set up now where you can make all payments online. through active.com, which is our provider, and you can mail us a check, money order, kind of however you want to do it, but we would encourage you to really look at that early bird discount. Fundraising. We have a tremendous fundraising program in place. I would invite you to look at the website under fundraising. Essentially, it is a power of 15 fundraiser. A lot of people have had a tremendous amount of success with this. The power of 15 is you will have 15 people that you'll put on your fundraising committee. Out of those 15 people, their job is to get 15 of their friends, business associates, neighbors, relatives, etc., to sponsor you for only $15 each. So if you do the multiplier effect on that, you can raise a whole lot of money in a very small amount of time. And again, we have letters, sample letters on the website that you can use, that you can print off, to mail to people, to email to people, and the fundraisers are very, very effective. Coaches discounts. If you're interested in being a coach or a sponsor and putting a team together, please give me a call. Be happy to discuss that with you. We do have coaches discounts available for coaches putting together teams. You have the opportunity to make lifetime friends. With Facebook, with Twitter, with all these things going now, social media, which we're making a very, very big effort to be involved with. If you Google or run Facebook and you run Flying Hawaiian Classics, you'll see our Facebook site. We've just got that up and running. But you're going to make friends for a lifetime. And that's something that you really have a difficult time putting a price tag on. There's some young ladies we had from volleyball last year that we put up. Again, great events, and the kids and the people are what make it so special. I'd like to take the time to tell you we appreciate you spending part of your afternoon with us and reading this or looking at it on the internet or YouTube. You guys that are on the phones now, please give us a call. Be happy to answer any questions that you would have. In closing, I would tell you this. I think you need to look at what the value is, what the experience factor is. This is something completely different. Again, if you're looking for a basketball or a volleyball camp where you're going 9 hours, 8 days a week, and we do nothing but that, this is not your deal. If you're looking for an experience that strikes an incredible balance between education, between sport, between culture, you might really want to take a look at this. There's not a whole lot like this out there. The quality of the people that we have is the overriding concern. You have college level people that are making decisions for your student athletes. You have people that are travel professionals, and we put all that together, and that's why we are getting such growth and such interest in this program. Please give me a call at 800-359-3185, 800-359-3185. Be happy to answer any questions you would have on it. Mahalo. Thank you for your time.